for getting ready for boating season. Our peach tree is loaded down this year. It's got the most peaches on it that we've ever had. So hopefully the squirrels don't get to them, and hopefully we'll enjoy some peaches this year. It's a nice morning. This morning I'm out in shorts and short sleeve shirt, no jacket this morning. It's a little breezy. It's a little bit cool, but not uncomfortable. Melody and I spent yesterday washing vehicles. I got up yesterday morning, loaded up the, let's see, there it is, the Striker trailer out there. Took it, picked up a couple pallets of like river rock, big river rock for my son. He's doing some work around his carport. But we spent the day washing vehicles. My truck was overdue. Melody's car had a lot of bugs and stuff on it from our trip back from Florida a week or so ago. But today we're going to tackle this boat. It's that time of year to get it out of hibernation, get it pulled out, get it cleaned up for the year. I'm probably going to try a product that Mike Morgan recommended, so stick around. Yesterday while I was out and about and using the trailer, I did wash it also. Striker makes a great trailer. This is not sponsored. If you've seen my past video review on this trailer, go check it out. Or if you haven't seen it otherwise. These are good trailers, good company. They'll build you a trailer custom built. So if they don't have what you need, they'll build it for you. Move the truck out here out of the way. I'll come and get the Bobcat out to show you a new product when we move the boat. Chevy makes a good looking truck. In these 2500 series. All right, I've seen this product used before. Mike Morgan uses it on Outdoors with the Morgans. And I was like, man, this thing seems like it would be a great product. So here recently, Mike recommended this again, and I went ahead and ordered it because I needed to move stuff around here on the farm, and you don't always have a good way to get a vehicle to it necessarily, or you want to move it in a way that it's just more convenient to move it with a Bobcat. So this product is from JB Fabrication. I will tell you this, I ordered it, and within probably a week I had it. So I think when I initially ordered it, it said 2 to 3 weeks, but I received it within a week. So I'm going to show you how this thing works. I just got to make sure I get it lined up properly. All right, there she goes. That easy. All right, now let me show you how this is going to come in handy. All right, I've got my receiver here, my ball here. Let's make sure I got it on the right one. 2-inch balls here. So I'll pull the pin. Make sure I got the 2-inch up. Slide this in. Check that out. I'm gonna pull the boat out of here today and wash it, so I was like, you know, this will be a whole lot easier if I get the Bobcat out. So stick around. We're gonna get this boat pulled out of here. All right, lock that. Push that down. All right. All right, go to the back and watch me. Look at all that pollen. Woo. Need it. Let's get to washing. All right, I'm getting the rope off the cover for the top. I typically wrap this up with a rope because it flaps a lot in the wind when we're on the road, just to keep the wind from completely destroying it. So one thing we have bad in the south this time of year is pollen. So we got pollen all over everything. So get my rope untied here. It's amazing. It's not horrible in here, but it's amazing how dusty this thing gets after being undercover and under the carport all winter. This is our yearly ritual for getting ready for boating season. We will take that, spray it off good. I may have to get Melody up here to help me with this. We shall see. If I can do it by myself or if I need help. I think I'm going to be able to get it.
You have to undo the back.
Okay. Yeah, let me put this back in. Got to put the longer post down in the back. So yeah, I'm going to need you up here with me. But yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. It's going to be warm doing this without this top open. I might have to get out of this dark colored t-shirt and all right, you ready? You know, I think it's a little easier with us flipping that to the front. Normally we fight this thing. It's not really easy when we put it up every time. By flipping that up the way I did, it makes this a whole lot easier. So we learned something new this season. All right, let's see if I can get this pin in. All right, you got to flip that arm down. The long arm. The long arm.
I understand, but
You got to flip the long arm in and plug it up first. Because we're going to pull. You got to swing it out. One thing I like about these tops on these hurricane boats is they have this brace. Some of you may have seen boats on the lake in the wind and the top is kind of shaking, or when they're going, the top is kind of shaking side to side. This one bar right there, that simple bar, eliminates it, keeps this thing pretty rigid. All right, so we're going to pull down. All right. Need some help? All right. Top looks pretty decent, which we did clean it last year.
We cleaned everything before we put it up.
Yeah, this thing gets many baths a year. So here's our normal routine. For the last 3 years, we've took this to Florida and left it. So this stays at our place in Florida, and we keep it covered. Down there, I keep a fan under the cover just to keep some air movement. Got hawks out here flying around. I've got 2 of them today that are, I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, we clean the boat up good, take it to Florida. It stays at the house in Florida, covered and all that kind of good stuff. We go down there on a weekend, or we go down there for a week. Typically, we take the Suburban down there, leave it hooked up to the boat. We get down there, and it's just a matter of putting a cooler and whatever odds and ends we want to take with us, put them in the boat. And we go about 5 minutes to the boat ramp, and we're on the water. Once we get out of the water, being in salt water down there, when we get home, flush the engine for about an hour. These are pretty easy. It's got a hose on the engine. You take that hose loose, hook it to a water hose, and just let water flow through it. One of the guys at the dealership that we bought the boat from recommended that we do it while the engine's still warm. So, like I said, it's only 5 minutes from the boat ramp, so the engine's still warm when we get home. We flush it good. So, typically, we flush the engine for an hour. We kind of go in and get cleaned up during that hour of being on the water. And then we come back out. I got some boat soap and all that stuff, pressure washer down there, and it's a complete bath. So, you know, it's easy to go get on the water down there. The work comes in when you get back. We will typically spend probably about an hour washing it, spraying it off good, getting all the salt off of it, spraying the trailer down good, and typically then we let it dry, everything dry real good, and cover it up with the cover, and it's ready for the next trip. So we have run it in the lake up here in Alabama, and it's a whole lot easier. That step basically gets skipped, other than flushing the engine when we get home. Even though it's fresh water, I still flush it. And the boat washing you don't have to do because it's been in fresh water, other than just spraying it off if it's got a little lake scum or stuff like that on it. But this thing's covered with pollen, and I'll get the camera up here so that y'all can see how we tackle this thing from the top view. So stick around. All right, we're working on the seats. Got a magic eraser. These vinyl seats, I don't care how well you try to protect them, they seem to get a little bit of spotting on them. It's almost like it's a mildew or something, but it's not really. If anybody's got any suggestions for what you can put on these seats to treat them periodically to keep this from happening, put it in the comments.
I've got some bleach white, which I don't like to use for some of the harsher spots. All right, it's going to take us a while to do this, so stick around. We'll see if we can get knocked out. All right, we got it cleaned up, inside at least. The next feat is going to be washing the outside. All right, we got her looking good. Also want to show you this hitch real quick. This thing's great. Works good. That's going to be all for this episode. It's hurricane season. I want to thank everyone for watching. Remember, if you like our content, subscribe, share it with your friends. We'll see you on the next one. Welcome to another episode of Salty Country. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Prius. Melody's had it now for 3 months, so I'm going to let her talk about her new 2024 Prius Limited.